Hey, you. Yeah, you. You're welcome. Hello, everybody. It's Captain Save a whole lot of time, the review hero, and I'm back at you with...
I make waves so I drift high. Lowest lane cause I'm still Clark Kent. Who is you? You are not my bitch. A Superman shouldn't stand this shit. I make waves so I drift high. Lowest lane cause I'm still Clark Kent. Who is you? You are not my bitch. A Superman shouldn't stand this shit.
Shh, review hero. First of all, it's Crocodile, and his sand allows him to not only make weapons out of things, out of his sand, it also allows him to dehydrate things he touches, so that it goes from people to food to earth, which in turn creates more sand for him to manipulate. He can also turn into an intangible body of sand that allows any non-sea prism stone projectiles to pass through him, and also physical attacks. Therefore, Goku just doesn't have an answer for close combat. Yeah, he can blow up the planet, but that doesn't help anybody, right? So, I think Crocodile takes the dub on this one. Crocodile is able to morph his hands into blades or weapons of any types. Huge sandstorms that could just basically sweep a city up in one swoop, dehydrates the things around them, crumbling them into sand for later use against the opponent. So, how I see Goku losing is either A, he gets dehydrated, or B, he gets consumed by sand, because if Majin Buu can get him with that gum wraps shit, then I definitely believe that Crocodile can get him in sand. You can make there's sand everywhere. It's a KO for me. I don't see Goku having an answer for that. Next. Go ahead, argue with me if you want to. Argue with me if you want to. You're gonna lose. Crocodile wins. Get over it. Get over yourself. Alright, next one. I'll make this one short and sweet. Her name is Sugar. But no, Goku, shit ain't sweet. Once she touches him, he turns into a toy with no memory of who he was before the toy. A subservient toy at that. With no memory of who he was before, and the memory of him is erased out of everybody who knew him on top of that. Go ahead. Sugar wins. There's nothing you can say about it. Once she touches him, which she will get one touch on him, no matter what you say, that will definitely happen. Some way or another. Especially in the beginning of the battle. Goku is pretty much history, and not even history because people remember history. He's gone. Next up is my boy Law. And his devil fruit was already broken to begin with. And Goku can't unbreak it. And as soon as he's in that room, nothing Goku wants matters anymore. It's over. He controls whatever is in that space. And the radius that he can stretch it is unknown. He's able to create a transparent spherical dome. He has complete control over anything inside of this realm he creates. He can slice your body parts in half, and you can just be moving around as individual body parts. He can swap your souls with other people who are in the bubble. He can swap places with anything inside of the bubble. He can pretty much take your heart out of your body without even causing you any damage, and you wouldn't even know it happened. Tell me what's Goku's answer for that? As soon as he's in there, nothing that he wants or does matters. That's a space that Law controls, manipulates. I can't see Goku having any answers for that. I don't. He would be incapacitated at the worst. I mean, he can take his heart and crush it, or he can just chop them up and leave them in individual pieces and scatter them bitches everywhere. Either way, I don't see Goku stepping out of this one alive. Law is a victory. Next up is Fujitora. Yeah, he manipulates gravity, and Goku has been through some intense gravity, but he has never had combat with somebody who can manipulate infinite amounts of gravity wherever and whenever he wants to. On top of that, he's able to hold up a bunch of rubble above the air and then at the same time still fight somebody with gravity. He has no limit to the capacity of which he can do things with his gravity. I think as for all devil fruits, it's up to the imagination. And I'm pretty sure his imagination is very hard to get past at full strength. Goku's a pop can. Goku will be a pop can. Goku has never been faced with infinite amounts of gravitational control. Like direction, any amount of force done. Yeah, he would have to put extra fucking gravity on him. But that doesn't mean that gravity is not going to affect him after he keeps putting the pressure down. Eventually, Goku will be a pancake. Next up is PERONA. Okay, yeah. Goku, I'd say most of the Dragon Ball universe has no answer for this besides Krillin. I give Krillin the dub on this one, but him only. And here's why. Because PERONA has these intangible ghosts he can produce that will obviously eventually catch you and phases through you negativity about yourself to the point of even suicide. And the only weakness to this power is originally hating yourself. Krillin. Goku loses though. The Vegeta definitely loses, but Goku loses. Next. Sorry. Last but not least is my boy Magellan. Magellan can manipulate large quantities of poison. He can also put a thick coat of neurotoxin poison and paralyzing poison over his various types of poisons over his body as a coat of armor. And yeah, it doesn't act as like a protectant, but it definitely deters people from hitting him. And then on top of that, he can use the poison as projectiles. He can use a gaseous liquid. And I can't see Goku having any answers for punching him. Yeah, it might be a KO for Magellan after getting punched. But it's also a KO for Goku, because Goku will have no answers for a neurotoxin poison that is not only corrosive, but it also turns gaseous upon contact. Anybody else who touches him, which he would probably have a lot of people running around him, and once the battle is over, trying to pick him up from the ground, they would be poisoned. Everybody would die. And he can travel through poisonous tubes, and then eventually the whole field will be poisoned. So I can see Goku knocking him out at the same time, but also getting poisoned. I don't think Goku has an answer for a poison like that. And not to mention different poisons all at once, not just the deadliest one. I know a couple One Piece characters who could beat Goku. I mean, he's not invincible. He's seemingly invincible.
A Superman shouldn't stand this shit. Would you love me if I'm not this rich? Would you hold me if my whole world flipped? Could you show me where the old love sits? Someone tell her who the fuck I is.